What's up, gang? This is the second video in the series. It's The Lethal Weapon by Data East. I'm starting with this wide shot for a reason. I want to show you underneath here. You can see my toolboxes. Those aren't set there to be handy with my tools. Those are actually holding that side of the game up. The problem is, I'll show you on this leg here, where these leg bolts are here. They're threaded in on the inside, and that pulls it together. The ones on the back, there are either no threads or they've been punched through. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe somebody was moving it with the legs on, which is bad news. Other than that, the game is still kind of rough. I do have the back glass, and it's okay. It's just all of this area in here needs some work. It is all just kind of loose and wants to fall out of there, which is good times. There's no battery damage, and it does work. You can see the display's out up here, but that's going to be one of the first problems that we're going to have to look at. Let's take a look at the play field. So I want to show you this. Okay, so here's my hand right there's my fingertips. Good times. So it needs a thorough cleaning. The reason that this one actually got pulled is because of this flipper here. It gets weak. The first game you play after you turn it on, plays fine. Everything works. It's great. Then after that, it starts getting a little weaker and a little weaker, and then eventually it won't even shoot it up. What I think is the problem is the flipper board that's underneath here. But I was reading it could also be the ground. There's only one ground wire that comes through to that, and then it daisy chains all off from there. So it's possible that it's just a weak signal by that point. But the game does play. The display up here, I think it's either like the fuse holders, or hopefully that's all it is. Or it's going to be the power supply not putting out the proper voltage. And these Data East power supplies, they are not fun. Anyway, we're not pulling that out in this video. There we go. This one over here on the left. I definitely know it's going to need to be capped, but usually they need to be new headers and new pins. I did look all over it, and none of the connectors have the big brown burnt out spots. But that doesn't mean anything really. But let's open the play field and look underneath in the bottom, and I'll turn the game off for safety. At the play field up here, and it is standing tall. I can't get it all in the screen. But our only issue here is a flipper issue, and there's really not any problem underneath the play field other than you can see they're really dirty. I kind of went through here and went through all the mechs and stuff, and I don't see anywhere near the damage that the Batman had. I just kind of went through and just made sure that nothing was seized up. One of these fooled me. I must have pulled it up wrong or something, but yeah, everything seems to actuate fine, so I don't think it's a problem with the coil. The flipper issue, I think, is here. Let's back us out so you can see where we're at. It's this little board that's along the wall here. And I was actually pulling it out already, and then I realized, oh, I'm not doing this on camera. But I think this is probably the issue. Either the ground, the header pins, or the connectors, or some kind of connection issue, I think. Everything worked fine at the arcade except for this flipper, but it's only been out for a little while. But I want to pull that out and then we'll check it out. And then after that, I want to look in the back box, because in the back box we have the display issues, so I think that's going to be in the back box, and I think it's the either the fuse by the bridge rectifier got knocked out, or a connector isn't connected or something like that. I don't think it's anything that's serious. But let me get it set up and then we'll take a look at this flipper board. I think that's what it is. I think we might find something there. Here's our flipper board here. And I took a look at the back of it, and it looks like I've already reflowed the header pins and a couple other spots that looked bad. So I've probably checked the fuses. I don't think that's going to be an issue. It could be the actual connectors itself and the header pins. They're just not making good connection, or they're oxidized. So that's going to be probably the first thing I do on this one. These loose wires are here either, but they're cut clean, and then they have the heat shrink over them for safety. So it was done purposefully. But I hate these connectors here. They're old. And that could be a problem. If not, then I'm really gonna have to start digging in on this guy. I have the giant bag of parts already. The common failures and stuff like that. Transistors and diodes and resistors and all that good stuff. Mostly back box stuff, but I guess this would kind of fall underneath that because it's board stuff. Yeah, I did order parts for this too. I just wasn't thinking about it because it was a board. All right, fun. Let's see if I can shorten this tripod and get you guys back up in the back box, and we'll look and see what's going on in there. And we'll play a game. Okay, so let's play a little bit, and then I'm hoping that it does it just like it normally does. When I turn it on, we have full power in the right flipper for the first game at least. So you can see it where it starts out okay and then goes worse and worse and worse. Might be weak already. It's not terrible. Yeah, it's kind of weak. It's definitely not as good as the left side. Oh, that one was terrible. Let's see if we can. Oh. Crap. That didn't work out at all. Trying to turn the music on. The glass is dirty. I can't hardly see a thing. So there's three, I wouldn't say major, but there's one major thing and two other things that are in dire need, and we have to fix the leg, which I'm not sure how to do that yet. I haven't really looked into the best way to do that. I haven't had that problem before. So if you guys know, go ahead and leave something in the comments, and I'll check that out. The display, which I really think is just a connection issue, I don't think is anything serious. And then the only real repair probably is going to have to be this flipper action. And I'm hoping by repinning and I think that's all we need to do. Maybe new fuse holders. I'll have to check the continuity on that. Oop. But I was gonna play too. See, that solenoid felt kind of weak too. So I wonder if it's the next in line after the right flipper. That kind of leads me to believe that it is a grounding issue. This left side's fine. No, my gameplay isn't. Watch how weak this is here. I don't know if you can hear it. I can feel it. Because it usually shoots out of there much harder. Better than the flipper though, I think. It's starting to get bad now. Okay. There's probably something on the screen I was supposed to hit. that. Oh, multi-ball. I was wondering what's going on. I hear something running underneath the game. I have no idea what we're doing. Ah. There's so much glare I can't really see either. What a horrible job, I tell you what. Oh, there we go. All right, so let me back us out of this and then we'll take a look and see what we can do. So I got this kit off of eBay for $40. It's all different sizes of Molex, the 0.156, which is the bigger ones. He also has kits of the 0.1 as well. Comes with header pins and then comes with the crimp pins as well. So what I'm looking at doing here is on this connector on this side, I'm going to replace both of these. I just wanted to show that before I forgot about it. Just for now, just to see if I'm doing the right thing. Pin, you know what? I think this thing's upside down. I think that's the problem with it. Let me see. Let me check this real fast because pins 4 and 5, which 4 and 5 are down here, and I think this is, oh, that's pin, never mind. Wait, that's, let me see what it says on this one over here. Pin 1. Yeah, let's see if it was pin 1 this way at the bottom. Then this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the flipper wire there. It's this blue and yellow one. C and 1. Hang on 1 second and let's look at the pinouts of these connectors. So I'm wrong. It shows me on the paper exactly how the pinouts are as I'm looking down at them. So the board's in there right. I had it right. So I guess what I want to do here is I'm just gonna, the only problem I have is this one power wire, I think. None of these are ground. I guess the ground would be to the switch, but we have power and everything is fine to this one. So what I want to do is just pop this one out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on camera. Okay, got it out of there. I was just going to try to pop it out and then put it back in and try to get a better connection. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing or not. That's a little better. I don't know that I'm going to be able to show you with my hand in the way. So basically you there's these two little pieces of metal and you put this wire over it and you smash it down onto the connector and then it cuts into it and makes a connection. And this one loops around to the pin next to it as well. For whatever reason, I don't know, but it needs two. And then we also have a key in the middle. So I'm going to try to do this. I probably need to go get my screwdriver. Okay. I'm going to pull it around and do this side. I don't want to do it in that same spot. Okay, I'm missing it. Okay. So I'm going to shove my screwdriver in there and make sure it gets a really good connection. Then I'm going to put both of these back on there and try to find more screws for this. But then we'll try the flippers again and see how that goes. See if that fixes it or improves it any. Okay, let's check it out and see if it's any better. I at least want to see some improvement. If I see some improvement in it all, then I at least know that we're on the right track. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be the issue. Oh, I was going to check on the sound. I forgot. Left one works good. Feels fine so far. Oh, door. All right, right as I was about to use the flipper. Of course, it never goes to that flipper, and it should be leaning to that side a little bit. I did try to. It's actually pretty level. Oh, come on! I hit it twice with that flipper. Come on! Still feels pretty snappy. Multi-ball. Now it'll get used. It's still pretty good. Usually it's dying by now. It's about the same as it was, and a little bit less than it was in the beginning. Get a good shot where the ball actually goes to it. Just roll over here already. I'm gonna do a Todd Tucky and cheat. Okay, so we're on our second game. It never plays well by now. Actually, the third game technically. Yeah, it's definitely still hitting it. Probably like more than 60%. Not 100, but definite improvement. I can't ever get it up that ramp with that flipper, but it's not like it's mush like it was earlier, so we're definitely on the right track there. Multi-ball again. I hope that's the problem. Or can't find one of the balls, I don't know. Without the display on, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's still hitting it. I'd say it's probably 75% or better. Maybe not that, but it's way better than it was. It was probably like 30-40% before I messed with it. All right, that's probably enough of you guys staring at a weak flipper. So the next video, we're definitely gonna change those connectors and header pins. I just don't think they make a very good connection. I don't like that style of connector. I could be biased from reading it all this time on Pinside, claw and stuff. But that is the Data East lethal weapon. Like I was saying, we have the Batman over here too, and a bunch of parts to work on. Data East pinballs, common failure parts. I need to make a list of that for you guys, but it's in the repair guide. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned because we will have both of these games will be up for repairs. But I have to leave right now because I'm going to do the fix the claw machine up at the arena where I'm putting the kit in the inside of it. So stay tuned for that one too. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. So these two right here are going to be ground and 5 volt. So what do we get here? Did I not turn the game on? I didn't turn the game on. I guess that would help. Hang on.
Here it is. A nice little trade. The person I traded got what they wanted. I got what I wanted. And a pretty good deal on it too. Super hang on.
What I want.
That comes later.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on fire.
What happened? Whoa.
Lots of smoke.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching.
When you take care of people, people take care of you in this community.
That's the truth.
So everyone, please remember that. Even if we're competitors, we're not enemies.